Hello and welcome to another update about Polkadot. Today I want to cover Kusama as well because I had someone who asked me a few times now in the comments, and I don't want to go into detail with Kusama but just mention the key support levels here and where I expect a turnaround for Kusama. The reason is obviously that these are related, aren't they, Polkadot and Kusama? So anyway, we're going to take a look at Polkadot here. Polkadot as well, moving further down in line with expectations, and we have here made this A B wave, overshooting wave B. You can do that up to 1.38 fib extension. It did that all the way up to $55, and then it did drop down, moved below the 50-day moving average, moved below the 200-day moving average. Bear in mind, when it started up here, end of November, we talked about these price targets down here. Then we were around $30-40 for Polkadot, and now we are at 16, and we were even at just about $14 today. So let's zoom in. We are still here in this in this wave 2. It is a wave 2. A wave 2 is a corrective wave that typically comes down quite a lot. Okay, so you get, especially with new assets or new stocks, new cryptos, the crypto market in general is very new. You get these moves 1, 2. You get your first wave to the upside, which we had without a doubt here, wave 1, and you have your wave 2. You have a huge A wave, a huge B wave, and now a wave C. The wave C should land below the low of the wave A, and what you get this year was a larger wave 1. You can see that here, and this is a larger wave 2. Typically the next wave should be a wave 3. It could also be just another wave 1 and 2, and that would happen just really for education here a little bit. That would happen if you get a pattern where, for example, I think I just moved that line there, didn't I? Actually, I can take that out. That would happen if you do something like this, where we start from the low, then make another wave to the upside, maybe to the all-time high, maybe a little bit higher, and then you come down into the price area of the wave 1 again. Then we would not have a wave 2 and a wave 3. No, we would then just have another wave 1, 2. And maybe after that you have a wave 3. Could be also another wave 1. So basically, just to make it clear, if you come down too low after a wave 1, then you just have another wave 2. And that is important, especially if you have a young market. That is so important, because the more of these 1, 2 wave patterns you have, the more bullish the price chart will be in the future. And my view is that Bitcoin at the moment creates its third wave 1, 2 pattern, not a wave 3. That would be a possibility, but I don't think so. Bitcoin, for example, does its third 1, 2, and this is just super bullish. All right, super bullish. Polkadot obviously is not that old, therefore, and the chart history is not that long. But anyway, that was just so as a side note, really. So we are moving down here in this descending channel. Someone told me I should zoom in further because of the mobile phones. Fine. Right, so we are moving down here, made a lower low today. So for me, Polkadot still has a little bit of a way to go to get into my target area that is starting here at around $6, goes all the way up to around $10.60. So I would expect it to get there. I don't have any doubts really. I think it's going to get there. I'm pretty sure it will. This is on its way. It doesn't make any attempt to push to the upside. We've got a bit of a bullish candle here, but to be fair, this is only because Bitcoin just made a bit of a move up. It's already coming down again. That was expected. I talked about it in the Bitcoin video about this little pump that would come, or at least a move to the upside that just has to come because Bitcoin was massively oversold. Now, that's typically what happens, but even here, Polkadot was not really too much affected. We had a bit of a move up, but overall, you don't even see a move up from here. It was not even a new low. Not here yet, so it would need to move up from here. Maybe it will, maybe it will push up a little bit from here, retest here the resistance at $18 or $19 within this small channel. But even then, it would not make a higher high. It could go all the way up to the previous high here at around $20. Even then, it could even move higher than that. Could even move to that major swing high here at $22.50. I think only if it breaks above that, I would consider it potentially that the low was already in, but it still has a bit of a way to go to the target area. And that target area starts basically below the wave A from July. So that is where it needs to get to. So between 6 and $10.50. Bear in mind, been talking about that area since November. It was very difficult to always remain bearish, but the chart just did not make any attempts of bullishness. But when it then is starting to move up again, then we can expect very interesting prices. So let me just do this. Show you these Fibonacci extensions, all right, for the next wave up. And so there you can also see here that the target area down here is really sitting between the 88.7% fib level and the 0.786 fib level, all right. We broke below the 61.8% fib level at $19. That is very important because this is actually the most important fib level. So broke below that. Now, if we go higher than this and we start the next wave up, you can see that the fib ends at the wave 5 here, yeah, of the larger wave 1. And the, sorry, it's typically a wave 3, which the next one would be ideally, would go at least to $80. But I would even say it could go up to 100. Yeah, the 200% extension. So yeah, this is where we are heading, and from a low of around, you know, maybe at the minimum $6, that would be attractive, wouldn't it? It would be more than a 10x, would maybe a 15, 16, 17x. So I would take that. I would take that. Yeah, that's Polkadot. That is where we're heading. Looking, maybe a final look at the indicators here. On the daily chart, we can see that also Polkadot is here very low with the indicators. Yeah, not oversold yet, but very close. Therefore, it could move up a little bit and maybe retest that resistance of that channel again. But the MACD also here not really convincing yet, turning a little bit to the upside, but it's too early to say that. If we get a bullish crossover, it could move a little bit higher. But as I said, it could even move all the way up to the previous swing high. The first one was around 20 and the second one around $22. So yeah. Overall, still everything pointing to the downside. Also how it's reducing here, the selling momentum on the MACD on the weekly chart is nothing really too convincing yet. The RSI also in the bearish range, made even a lower low here. So yeah, nothing too convincing for Polkadot. Kusama, I only drew the fibs here, yeah, just to show you really where Kusama would have its turnaround area. And to be fair, Kusama is already in the turnaround area. So we've got here these key levels. We also have here the ABC correction, right? And this would take us also into the area here between the 88.7% fib level and the 78.6. So between $71 and $135. So this is the area where I would expect that price to turn around. Yeah, so we can see we are getting really, really close to the completion of this whole correction. Of course, it doesn't need to stop there at $71. But to be fair, it's still quite a bit of a way to go. From 118 to $71 is quite a bit of a way to go. And Kusama is really dropping faster than Polkadot, right? Lower market cap, I think. And it's just a bit more volatile, dropping faster. You can also draw here a descending channel, I think, in which it's pretty much trading. Touched support reaction because it was just oversold again. Always recommend check out the RSI. We can even see, and that's interesting, it's quite a significant descending wedge, right? So you've got the bullish pattern, yeah, and you are heading into this target area. And again, this is from experience where in this area, typically a wave 2 is complete. So we have more space to move down to, yeah, certainly $71. I mean, that is still quite a bit of a drop from where we are now. That is another 40%. Absolutely realistic that we find support there and move up from there, I think. Should it drop below that, which you never know, then we'll need to reevaluate here. But there is no other scenario, so it needs to find support here. If it drops below that, yeah, I mean, then you probably have to deal here with a level of around $25. That would be quite a bit of a drop, yeah, maybe 40 in the first instance, and then 25. So, but I think it has a really good chance to turn around at 71. But we need to look at how the price is reacting to this Fibonacci level. Yeah, I'm not telling you now it's going to turn around there with a guarantee. We need to wait how it's reacting. But the good sign is, and that is different to Polkadot. Polkadot is still here above the previous high. Kusama has made a lower low, and that is important. That's probably what led it to drop quite significantly as well, because it lost support. So that is actually looking good. That is looking good, because that's what we want. We want that low to be broken. That makes a clean cut and allows the price to move up from here. There are numerous examples of these kinds of charts, and they move up, you know. All right, hopefully you liked the update about Kusama and Polkadot. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe check out the channel membership. There you can get access to the Telegram live chat the Discord server with lots of additional content, and a weekly live stream on a Sunday. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.